I just saw it. Okay, off we go. Gotta find you now, Zoom. You always disappear on my phone. Good morning and welcome to this morning's meditation. Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Taking a nice deep breath in. Go ahead, stretch those arms up and out. Wiggle the shoulders and the core. Open that energy up in the center. A couple nice twists through the core. If your legs are crossed, uncross them, namely speaking to myself here, and get nice and tall through the spine because we are going in and deep, and big exhales and inhales as you prepare for today's epic journey. This is going to be a good one. We've got a lot of different elements that we're going to be pulling in as we activate abundance. A lot of what is here and present with where we're working both astrologically and within the field is pulling both deep energetics, meaning the last, if you will, half of the year from where we began in the year up and through, and really feeling into. So I want to have everyone is you just start to breathe, right? Start to breathe, start to engage as you're listening to my voice. You know what to do. Start to send your light link, really shift your breath in to that inner observational field. Let the sun shine down on your face and just synchronize everything that's here. And as you do, feel into the inner realm of your body to activate that lower field as we begin to feel into the higher field that is here and presencing and present. And we're going to call in that timeline for the year, the remainder of the year to come. We are in August. We just came through Lionsgate, which really pulls in that like future vision, right? It's like we've assimilated and spent the entire rest of the year, previous part of the year, activating a lot of what was set at this time last year, right? It's there's this whole cycle of abundance and generation and in seasoning and birthing where the dreams get set, and we begin this beautiful cycling with it. And so now is that time where we are really preparing to, if you will, harvest, right, and bring to the present what was really seeded at this time last year. And so I want to have you, like, if you were to feel yourself in a pool, in a river, but more so like feeling that swirling in the lower part of your body. So as you do your light link, sending your intention and your focus through your breathing up to the sun and feeling its warmth, just centering us in this moment and in this space of togetherness, letting yourself take a moment to breathe with the sun and have it bring you into presence with this group and with my voice and with this container that we have created and that you have been collectively building and creating for yourself, right? And doing it also collectively with your, not only your higher consciousness, but with the environment, with spirit, with the universe, with the cycles of the earth, with Gaia, with your greater power, with the living consciousness that is you, that is in your blueprint, that is birthing itself. And knowing that your blueprint is synchronized with these cycles, with the earth. And so as you feel that, and you feel into that natural rhythm and think through the seasons of sleepiness in December and that dream time in December, and how that all gently rolls through the year into the spring and the birthing in the spring and into the summer and the growth cycles through the summer and into now, where it all is preparing for harvest, if not harvesting. And as it harvests, as it comes up And as we as humans connect, our harvesting is connection with the divine, not with necessarily other humans, but powerfully with the sun, preparing to step into deep partnership with spirit. That is the point of connection that prepares us to begin to set the foundation to look at the cycles going into the next level of the dream. So I want you to breathe here. That's setting our macro picture, because now we're going to land all of this. We've set the macro picture. Now we're going to land it for today, because we have really, really, really imperative and important work to do right here, right now. We're going to go in and we're going to grab it. We've got some stuff we've got like gas to put in the tank, because we've got an ignition switch. We got to turn the car on and like blast off. It's time to get on the road trip. Like it's time to pull out and merge and get going. That's where we're at in this part of the journey. And we're going to do it today, right here, right now. So I want you, as you feel yourself in this field of energy, everybody should be feeling alive. Maybe you feel like you've dropped into the driver's seat. Maybe you feel like you're just in your field of energy. I want you to take that sunshine and drop into the below the heart, just below the heart, just below the waist, and let yourself feel that energy kind of circling in the field below you. It may feel like you're in the driver's seat of your car. And let's go with that metaphor. Envision that and let it fill. Notice if it's full of water. And if it is, drain it out. If it's full of water, you're carrying some other people's junk, right? Some other people's emotions. Let that drain out. Open the car door, flush it out. Just quick cleanup, recycle it for good. And also, I want you to feel into the gas, the fuel that's coming into the car. Does it feel like premium octane? We want rocket fuel, by the way. So we aren't just filling up at the pump. So we're going to drop the car metaphor for a moment. And I want you to envision your tail. Now we're going to drop out of the car metaphor completely. And I want you to come to the earth, wiggling the feet, and just feel this nice orbit, this nice circling vortex of energy swirling around you. And as you do, just allowing both your feet to sink into the earth, imagining your tail unfurling and letting it plug in and sink into the earth. And in fact, envisioning you as though a little dimensional flip here. You're on the other side, plugging in, if your car or your body is the car, right? And you're on the other side, plugging in that rocket grade fuel through the tail and feeling that, in this case, our rocket grade fuel, as you imagine from this side, dropping your tail into the earth like an outlet or a plug, plugging in. It's like that mirror version of you is on the other side, making sure that that is all beautiful, luminescent light force energy. And anywhere it feels like it could be restricted, bottlenecked, where it feels like someone's trying to put additives in it, pull you back, push you down. I'm getting some burps. So somebody's like flushing some bubbles out of the system. That's awesome. As I'm saying, like additives and crap, that's great. Let it all flush out. We just want premium grade energy flowing into this system. And just breathe here for a moment and let your system get charged. Let your hips open up. Just be present. Notice where in your body you feel any tension. Where is your body seeking to, especially through the hips, especially through the shoulders? Where can the muscles, where can you breathe into the tension? Oxygenate the body in those places. All right, so you guys have your car ready to, your rocket ship, whatever metaphor is showing up for you, you're ready to launch. Taking a nice deep breath in here. Everybody's doing awesome. We're going to engage the top half now of the field. And this is going to feel a little different than what we've done before. We're going to pull and spin in a reverse direction. Don't think about what I'm saying, just I'm cueing and speaking with your superconscious. So I just want everyone to just feel this nice supercharged field where I really actually want to direct your mind is just keep breathing into the tension, observing whatever symbols and energy keeps coming through. Focus on the breath. Actually, nice deep breaths and expanding the belly out, a little bit of mula bandha breath. So nice big inhales in, expand the belly out, and as it gets super expanded, squeeze back against it, even squeezing all the way down through the tail. Envisioning your tail is tucked, plugged in, not tucked. We don't want it, no tucked tails right now, all the way open and extended. And see if you can't, I know you can't imagine having muscles at the end of your tail, but see if you can't imagine, right, squeezing all the way through the end of that tail. It's a nice big inhales in and squeezing against the inhale. That's Mula Bandha breath. Inhale in, pushing all the way out against the belly, and then squeezing down all the way through the pelvic floor as though you've inflated a ball, and then your abductors and all the way up the spine. You're squeezing back against that ball that your lungs just inflated. Just keep working that and allowing your body. You guys are doing great. We're working your mind. I'm jumping you back and forth. We're working at least 4 dimensions simultaneously. So you guys are doing great with dimensional coherence right now. That's why I'm giving you a couple different images to work with. So just keep going with it. Don't let your mind feel like you're not with us. Just keep focusing on the physical because we're about to introduce 3 more dimensions. So just keep, we're charging that lower field in this moment. Keep going with it without going too deep into that lower field. If you want the geometry for it, we're on the bottom downward pointing triangle of the Merkaba, and we're filling it up with all the rocket fuel we need, all that life force energy. But we also want your body tracking with where it can open and expand, where we can charge it, supercharge it, and oxygenate it. So we're telling the cells to fill up, take this light, to take the oxygen in. All right. Can I have you just glide for a moment? By glide, just breathe easily. Allow your breath to find its natural rhythm. Beautiful. Breathe here and let the light, like a river, begin to flow through your mind. Observe What begins to stream through your mind's eye? What shows up? Just observe the river of light flowing through. And if nothing, if thoughts, whatever, and however your intuitive mind continues to process. Now, I started us with the timeline of the year and said this is a very important transition point. I want you to think about this moment. We just collected essentially all of the energy from the past year, and we have harnessed it in our lower field. And we are coming up on a window where the field is going to shift again. And so often we wait for that window. We wait for things to come together. We're waiting for that opportunity to hit. We're waiting for the deal to strike. We're waiting for the person to show up. We're waiting. And sure, we may go do this and do that. Or we may, instead of waiting, we're overacting. We're overdoing. We're filling our calendar up with all of the things we could possibly do. And instead of waiting, we miss the opportunity because we were too busy to see that perfect moment, right? So we either are too busy or we're spending too much time waiting. To really be a creator and to work in light, it comes down to perfection and timing and understanding this divine sequencing in our blueprint, right? And having this feeling inside of our body. It's not about knowing it outside. It's just about knowing us. It's about knowing yourself. It's not about knowing me. It's not about knowing the other person on the call or in this container or in this field. It's about knowing you. I can't tell you. I can only teach you how to feel what your perfect stroke is in the pool of life, right? That's it. So breathe here, feel this here. Let's do a couple more Mula Branda breaths. Nice big inhale in and squeeze against this field. This is what you've been building, this energy, this field. A lot of you that are here with me did a flame sequence where we felt the flames. We looked at your flames through the year. And we envisioned out till August. We envisioned out till this window. What flame would be peaking in this exact window now? Like rings on the tree, we took that ride around the year, and here we are. And each of you is in the driver's seat. And it was universal for everyone who did that exercise with me that August was a conversion point. We were at a crossroads. And now I can see why we were at a crossroads. It was like you could either jump in the car and take ownership and pull through what you wanted it to be, or you could continue to sit on the river and paddle occasionally, but let the current guide you. So today is the day we get to claim it, right? Today is the day. I can see this. It's why, for those of you who are dropping in our preset, we asked this group that's here live with me, dropped in and helped me seed this container. It was their voices that helped build today's meditation. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pull the future timeline in. We're not going to wait for it. We're going to break through those walls. We're going to pull it in. I've been swimming lately, and my master's coach gave me a set of like 500 pull, which probably for anyone who's into swimming is like, that's not a big deal. But given that it was like my third time in the pool and I'm really out of shape, I was like, what? That sucks. That's a lot of just only using your arms when you haven't used your arms in like 5 years in the pool. So like, boo was my thought. But the awareness was I was just in the pool. And what started to happen as I was doing it was like, I started pulling for the light link. right? I started pulling for that golden thread, and I started pulling that future timeline in as I was swimming. And I was like, oh, that's cool. So that's what we're going to do today as we're sitting here. Like, why wait for it? Why wait until the astrology says, here comes, this is when it's going to shift? We don't have to play by the astrology's rules. We're light beings, we're creators. Yeah, those are big collective fields, but you can do it now. We can break through it now. We can interrupt the patterns. That's what I want you to do. I want you to feel your dream, feel your vision, feel the world you're creating instead of harnessing enough energy underneath us to break through the glass ceiling. I want you to find that thread inside of you. I want you to look for a little tiny blue dot, like the ocean, a seed. It could be so tiny, so small. I want you to think of like just a spark of azure flame, like the Caribbean Ocean. It may be massive, it may be big. I want it to be like just a tiny spark of a flame. And maybe you see it, maybe it's a symbol, maybe it's an object. And I want you to turn it into a thread, just like the light link. And I want you to reach, imagine it in your heart. And I want you to reach in deep into your heart, deep into that field, deep into your tail, actually, is where it's coming from. Not quite the tail. Actually, we're going to do this. I'm going to give you a better visual. I just queued up where it connect to. All right. I want you to envision drawing a circle with your hands. You all are light beings and you're creators. So activate those hands. I can never think of his name from Avengers, but the time guy who draws like circles. So draw one of your circles. And instead of stepping through it and going counterclockwise and stepping through, I want you to reverse that. I want you to just draw the circle, and I want you to envision. Hang on, I got to get this. I want you to envision. Hang on, I'm watching it. It's showing me how it wants to come through. Yeah, I want you to just reach through. There's a nice spiral, like a little DNA spiral of light. Looks like a little thread to me. It might be different for everyone. Just reach through and pull it. It's almost could be like the magician's hat that you're pulling through, like uh, you reach in, what are those? The scarves, right? For others, it may look like a thread. It's a stream of light and it's sourcing right out of your field. And for some of you, it may actually look like where this is coming through is your hurrah. So you're actually reaching in through your belly and pulling this not quite out of your heart. It's coming out of just above your belly button. It's coming out of your hurrah, depending on where each of you are sourcing this from. So it's actually a clockwise sourcing. It's going to be different for each of you. A few of you are coming in from one direction and others the other. So maybe you just are pulling that scarf, that blue light out of your belly and into your toric field. And the toric field is igniting with that blue light. For others, it may be you're seeing it spinning in. And so in that case, as if you're pulling it in through the circle, pull it up and through your spine and let it pop out of the top of your mind. That's what needs to happen. If you pulled it through the circle that I had everyone draw with your hands, you need to then pull it up and through your mind and into the toric field that way. Depending on how your superconscious did it, it's either inverted or not inverted, and it needs to be flipped in. So just your superconscious knows what to do. I'm just giving you data points to connect your mind. You really don't need to worry about it. It's going to find its way into your field. Your superconscious knows way more than even any of us do. But again, it's fun to follow it. So, with that, everybody should feel like you are swimming in an ocean of blue. We just pulled the timeline to us. And the timeline is here now. And I want you to now open that timeline and envision it, not like you're breaking through, but imagine just opening a door in your bubble, right? Like just opening it to other people to step into, welcoming others to join you, imagining this bubble that you are existing in, that you've just created with all of this azure light. Azure is future vision, right? Envisioning it becoming violet and purple, envisioning it cohering itself, envisioning it becoming all of the colors of the rainbow and tracking as it lands, envisioning it maybe even catching fire, right? And burning as it comes into form in your system and getting really hot and then cold as it becomes elemental, feeling it landing here and now, feeling your body taking this in. Your body knows what to do with this. Your mind, well, your superconscious knows what to do with this. You've done this infinite times. You do it every moment of every day. You're birthing your new cells. Our minds are our biggest challenge. Within this field of energy you just brought in lives the abundance, lives the success, lives the future, lives the reality. Feel the calm in this and feel it beginning to swirl together with all of that fuel that we just brought into your field. Be the two swirling together, breathing, not feeling super high, not feeling super low, just feeling your heart doing it, feeling your body absorbing it and expanding, feeling all the people in your life you need, getting the hits on who it's going to be, feeling how easily it's just going to come together, the doors that are going to open, the people who are just going to show up and say yes and love into you and be inspired by you. And how good it feels. And how much trust gets fostered in that by you just being in your truth. This is your truth. It's a big word, but at the end of the day, what else is there? So if you can hold this and take action only from this and discern choices and actions only from this, energetic, you're good to go. This is your signal. This is what the world has been, you have been, universe. This is it. This is that field of abundance activated. So just hold it. Take action from it. Anything that doesn't feel aligned with this, then just pause and wait until it does. Just keep pausing and waiting because the moment for action will come. All right, we did it. Nice deep breaths in. I want to have you observe your inner field now. We started with uh, being in the car, being on the journey. So just feel into the path that has laid itself out for you for the rest of the year, like the timeline, if you will. If you feel into, we didn't necessarily look at the timeline at the beginning, but I know for me personally, I can't feel the timeline I was on at the beginning of the meditation. Kind of told you what it was, but I just know essentially we just jumped several levels in the spiral, if you will, on the wheel. So just feeling for yourself what that looks like, feeling that road. I said there are two paths before you, and feeling that it's not even that there's two paths, it's almost like two different frequency levels and layers. Let yourself feel those in your system. It's not a thought thing, it's a felt thing, it's a gear shift, it's a mindset and an energy set. Mindset leads to the energy set. You can hold this. Got it. You're doing it. And feel into now how you want to end the year. You can see it. Like I can see the end of the year. You can almost see this time next year if you let it roll out, right? You can feel that energy. You can definitely feel the next month, the next 2 months. Like this is a solid river, solid current flowing forward from your field because we've just landed that future now. We brought that forward. We pulled it in. Great work, team. You're holding the future now. That wasn't necessarily the intention, but there it is. Not waiting for it, making it happen here. So, with that, namaste. So much love. Roll the shoulders, work it into your cells. Big stretch and flex. Get those muscles moving to work this energy. The cells will pop whatever that needed out. Drink lots of water to help them do it. And yeah, go make it happen. Allow it to happen. That's part of making it happen, is allowing it to happen also. Love you all. Make it a beautiful Tuesday and